You want me to put that on my todger?
Harry's wife. It's all about the pussy. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. I'm going to cheer you up now with a run-through of things that you may well not know. In Ukraine, after a year of fighting, there's no end in sight to the war between Ukraine and Russia. Neither side is backing down. Neither side looks like it wants to talk. Armenia and Azerbaijan clash in the Nagorno-Karabakh area. In Iran, protests have continued with hundreds killed in response from the regime as it tries to crack down on what it sees as the dissenting process. There's a fragile peace in Yemen, with the Houthi rebels and government bristling with one another, which might lead to another breakout of conflict. M23 rebels have re-emerged to wreak havoc in Eastern Democratic Republic of the Congo, which could result in a regional proxy war. Governments in Burkina Faso, Mali and Niger are struggling to contain Islamist insurgencies. Coups have occurred in Burkina and Mali. In Haiti, following the murder of President Jovenel Moïse in July 2021, there's now political gridlock and rampant gang violence, with cholera spreading. And Taiwan looks increasingly unstable, a potential flashpoint between the United States and China. Those are potential conflict points or ongoing conflict points. And there's plenty else that's shitty in the world at the moment. But of course, what you all need to know about is the fact that it's all about the pussy. Yes. Notwithstanding fabricated car chases that are exaggerated, notwithstanding nonsensical suggestions that it's everybody else's fault for not believing them, no. The key question that is being asked isn't whether there'll be a resolution of the crisis in Taiwan or whether the M23 rebels will back down in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, whether Armenia and Azerbaijan can be persuaded to talk and the Russian peacekeepers can withdraw. No. The key question posed by Emily Barak in Town and Country is this. Did Harry's wife have a cat growing up? Yes. This is the question of moment. Once again, another PR puff piece that has been put forward to keep Harry's wife being spoken about and to deflect from the clusterfuck that occurred in relation to the exaggerated car chase. While she and Prince Harry now have 3 dogs, did the Duchess of Sussex have a cat as a girl? Well, I'm sure that's the kind of question that keeps you awake at night. And as ever, I, as your glorious narrator with the chocolatey velvety voice, is here to ensure that tonight you will rest easy at last. Harry's wife famously loves her dogs. Actually, she doesn't. As a narcissist, she's incapable of doing so, but she just believes that she does, triangulating people with them. She and Prince Harry have 3 pups, Guy and Mia, who are rescue beagles, facade management, and Pula, a black Labrador. I tell you what, we all need a dog that keeps us calm. I've got 3 in this house now, so we basically have 5 children. Well, 6, including you, Harry. Harry said in October of their dogs. He continued, "Oh, between the 3 of them, they charge around chasing squirrels and causing all sorts of problems to us every single day. But they are also emotional support dogs, 100% when they're behaving. What a difficult life you lead, ginger bollocks, playing on your PlayStation and seeing your dogs chasing squirrels. Fuck me, your life's difficult, isn't it?" But before Harry's wife was a proud dog owner, did she have a cat? I really don't know, and I simply don't care. But with a grinding inevitability, I'm going to have to find out. The Duchess of Sussex seemed to confirm a childhood kitty in her speech at the Ms. Foundation Gala in New York City earlier this month, bringing up the past. It's funny, because as a young girl, I would come home and I'd settle in after a day of school, Harry's wife said with one of her boring beige anecdotes. I'd pull up my TV tray with dinner, and I would turn on my evening ritual of Jeopardy, and I would glance at the coffee table, where I would see an array of things. It could be the cat's collar, my homework, some mail that had just been brought in, and some magazines. Note the mention of the cat's collar. Who has a collar for a cat without a cat? It only makes sense, then, that Harry's wife and her mum, Doria Ragland, had a cat in their home. Members of the royal family have had a wide array of pets over the years, mainly dogs and horses, though Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh, recently shared that their family had a pet tortoise named Marmite, and Prince Philip, the deceased Duke of Edinburgh, had a hammerhead shark kept in a swimming tank underneath Buckingham Palace for the purposes of throwing villains into it and then giving a Bond-like villain laugh as some hapless courtier fell down a chute to be consumed by the hammerhead shark. In case you didn't realise, I made that last bit up. Quite simply because what an utter dross article this is. This, and I hesitate to use the word journalist, picks up on the boring speech of Harry's wife, where reference is made to a cat's collar. And said journo thinks, oh, hang on a second. She's talked about dogs. I never knew that she had a cat. Ooh, here, puss. Here's something I can write about. Here's my 500 words of bollocks that can be punched into town and country, and we satisfy our obligation to create some content about Harry's wife. So not only does Harry's wife recount a very boring incident which may or may not have happened, a journalist then picks up on this information and, with powers of detection that would put Sherlock Holmes to shame, concludes that because a cat's collar has been mentioned, there must be a cat. Not necessarily. Doria might be going out on the prowl at night, taking them off cats, and then just leaving them on the table in the house. It could be that Harry's wife would go out and buy cat collars because she likes the colours of them and that they've got little shiny bits and perhaps a bell, and then she just leaves it on the coffee table. The fact is, this is, once again, another nonsensical PR puff piece that shows that just when you thought last time they really had scraped the bottom of the barrel, Harry's wife can go one further by ensuring that the use of the PR dollars pumps out tat such as this, and to have people talking about the fact that she might have had a pussy all those years ago. Fascinating, isn't it? I think after this you really need to go and get some disinfectant and scrub your ears out after having had to listen to that utter bollocks. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you, I think, for listening.